How y'all doing, family? This Chris Rod with Media TV, and you already know how we doing it. We coming with the latest NBA news. We coming with the latest social news. We coming with the latest movie news. You know how we do it. Okay, family. It says this officer brought to tears recounting school shooting. So, family, I watched this video, and then I'm gonna come back with my comments.
I just finished working on the grass area, and I was actually watering the infield when the fire alarm went off. The fire alarm went off, and I was an SRO before. I spent several years at Coral Springs High School before I became promoted, and routine thing. So the fire alarm goes off. I'm still doing what I'm doing out on the field, and I see kids starting to walk out into the senior parking lot, which is directly north of the 12 building. They're just walking out normally. I hear what I now know to be 5 or 6 gunshots. At first, I honestly thought they were fireworks. I thought the kids were screwing around. I thought maybe someone lit off some fireworks in the school, set off the fire alarm. That's what I was thinking. The kids were really not reacting in the parking lot. They were just walking. Looked like they were messing around type of stuff. Typical high school thing when kids get out for a fire alarm. And then all of a sudden, the situation changed, obviously. Kids started to run. Kids started to scream. That time I heard a round of probably about under 5 or 6 shots. Obviously, I dropped the hose that I was using to water the infield and ran towards the parking lot, which is where the kids were. Immediately when I ran into the parking lot, I encountered a young student. I have permission from his mother to give his name. His name is Kyle. I'm not going to give you his last name. But Kyle had a massive gunshot wound to his, I can't remember which leg, ankle area, lower ankle area, I think. I was able to grab him and take him back to where I previously was, which is the baseball area, which they have a clubhouse, in which there was one of our coaches and a parent that was actually in the clubhouse. We have a first aid kit in the clubhouse, so I was able to go ahead and bandage that, do a compression bandage the best that I could with what we had, and then we handed him off, and immediately fire department was outside the door of the clubhouse. Immediately handed it off to them, and they took control of Kyle. I actually just found out who Kyle was, matter of fact, yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. I'm going to try and go see him this evening. I have not yet seen him, but I have been in contact with his mom. He's still in the hospital. He's in intensive care. Just had another surgery yesterday or the day before to help repair his leg. So after that, I met up when I gave Kyle off to the paramedics. Captain McKeon was outside of the locker room where we were. He's also one of our SWAT guys. So he had an extra vest and his backup weapon with him because he was using his rifle. So I took his SWAT vest and I put it on. I was wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Put it on, and then got his gun, his secondary weapon, and we systematically cleared back towards the 12 building because, unfortunately, I have a knowledge of that school pretty well, of where it was. Plus, I did leave out something else. I'm sorry. When we were inside the building, or inside the locker room, Kyle gave me a tremendous description of what was going on, what the shooter was wearing, all that type of stuff of what actually was going on in the building, what building he was in, and I was able to relay that to our dispatch. I can't tell you whether people have asked me in the past whether I called 911 or I called our non-emergency number. To be honest with you, I think I called 344-1800, which is our non-emergency number. It's just a habit. So, and then after that, I called... After that, I called my wife. Thank you. And luckily, I was able to get a hold of her.
Family, look at that face. Look at that face. Mr. White Man. Mr. White Man, why you crying, Mr. White Man? Oh, Mr. White Man. Reality hit you in the face, huh, Mr. White Man? Oh, Mr. White Man. But it sure is something when shit happen like that to them. Oh, they want everybody to have a heart, compassion, and try to baby them up and all this extra shit. But family, when our young ones, our precious young ones, our royalty young ones, our kings, our queens, you feel what I'm saying? They get shot in the streets, gunned down, murdered, stabbed, kicked, beat. You feel what I'm saying? Get fake charges thrown on them and stuff like that. And what they say, oh, you should have listened to the officer. Oh, if you would have obeyed what he said, you wouldn't have got shot, or you wouldn't have got handcuffed or beat up and stuff like that. Bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But now you want us to have compassion for y'all tragedy. We don't give a fuck about your fucking tragedy. You hear me? We don't give a fuck about your damn tragedy. You feel what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck two damn fucks about their damn tragedy. But white America is coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down on their ass hard. And family, don't feel no kind of compassion for their fucking ass because they don't give a fuck about us. They still, to this day, shooting us in this fucking streets. They still doing all kind of fucking things to us. So don't give two fucks about their ass. Don't show no compassion. Don't be trying to be within the little riots that they be having and shit like that. And stay away from that shit. But it's very strange that they want us to be with them. No. We ain't gonna be with y'all motherfucking ass on none of y'all fucking shit. That's what you fucking get, and we don't give a fuck.
And by the grace of God.
Hold on, family. Let me say one more thing too. Sometimes this be the same faces that be on our faces when our young ones be dying and stuff like that. Especially when our mothers, our queens, when they lose their little ones and stuff like that. They cry to the top of their lungs, asking and pleading for the justice system to do something. That the cops and shot their young one, you feel what I'm saying, their son or their daughter, or their grandson or their niece, or their granddaughter. But they don't give a fuck, so don't show no kind of fucking compassion to their ass. Fuck them.
My wife and my son, who are on opposite ends of the school, my son was out on a bathroom pass, and my wife was in planning inside the girls' locker room. And they both heard the fire alarm and decided to evacuate. By the grace of God, when they walked down the hallway, they found each other. And they were able to shelter in place. I'm sorry, guys. I'm good. With three other teachers.
Crying like a baby.
Two other teachers, I'm sorry. And 62 other students. And so once I found that information out, it made me obviously a little more relieved. And I could focus on the task at hand. We responded back to the building, to the 12 building. When I got back to the 12 building, there were officers already inside the 12 building, searching and clearing the building. So myself and Officer McKeon and a VSO deputy who I don't know continued to cover and run perimeter on that building while they were inside of that building, searching the building, until we were able to determine that the shooter had left the building.
All right, family. So we ain't showing no fucking compassion for these fucking cave devils. We don't give a fuck about their damn tragedy because they don't give a fuck about ours. So, family, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Y'all have a good day, a good evening.